Well, I switched the telly box on this morning just to have a quick glance at what was happening on this morning. And as per usual, I see Philip and Holly on the sofa sitting at opposite ends like good socially distanced people they are. And it makes you realise what a bloody shambles and joke this whole thing is becoming. Howdy everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel for a Wednesday. I'm in the living room at the moment, be out in the car later on doing a bit of recording, so you'll see that then. Well, Phil and Holly on this morning on the couch, separated as per usual. There's one thing that makes me laugh with all this. When they go and sit at their table for a piece later on, and there's a trick of the camera that puts them together, and Phil or Holly will stick their hand out and their hand will disappear, and it's quite good because you can see how far apart they actually are. That is the public image that they're presenting on this morning, and I've no doubt that the workplace rules with this morning mean that guests and presenters have to sit far apart. I made a comment to my wife ages and ages and ages ago. I do wonder whether these workplace rules are actually being followed when they're off the camera or when they're out of the building. And saw some interesting pictures yesterday. Have a look at this. Yeah, it's interesting, the difference, isn't it? I could go down the whole hypocrites, double standards, yada yada yada, but I'm not going to do that. Because if you look at the situation, Wimbledon was effectively a test event. You filled a stadium with 35,000 people with no social distancing requirements and everything else, and see what happens. And at the same time, they eat strawberries and cream and watch a game of tennis. But the whole point of the exercise is you can't have one rule at one place and one rule at another. By their own admission, Holly and Phil are besties. They have been for years, and it's quite obvious that when they're off camera, they're spending time together. And you look at Wimbledon, and they come in to this morning, and they've got to show the pretext that they're sitting at opposite ends of the sofa and obeying social distancing rules. I find the whole thing bloody ludicrous. And as we've seen videos already this morning, these rules are just confusion after confusion. I couldn't go and watch my son's sports day the other week. Yeah, 60,000 people can be at Wembley. Thousands of people can be at Wimbledon. It's one rule for one and one rule for another. It's a complete minefield, and it's blown out of all proportion. I personally think with this morning's studio, we all know what the hell's going on. They should sit together and it should be normal. If they were going to get the old kung flu, they would have done a long time ago. Let's just stop this charade now. We need to get our normal lives back. When the likes of Holly and Phil are pictured in these circumstances, and other people as well, it makes it harder and harder and harder for the government to justify this crap going on any longer. Let me know what you think, but I, for one, I've had enough. I'll see you later with more. Toodaloo.